All right. So the first thing we'll do is we'll do the flow I taught you yesterday without the weight. And all this is going to look like is our rectangle build out. We're going to lean over. We're going to set an arm down. We're going to come into our shin box without disrupting the rectangle. So again, here. And then we're going to do a few repetitions from hand down. We're going to hold the arms up like this, and we're just going to set the elbow down, trying not to let this back leg hover, and keep that rectangle. And you could just do elbow taps just like that. And you'll notice once the elbow gets down to the floor, we'll get a little hovering here, but try not to let it hover. I know we've worked on hovers, but we don't want it to do it just yet. And I would do that each side. So this way, here, take the arm out, and we'll go. One side's a lot harder than the other. For me, it's this one. And I would do 5 each side. If you're following this flow, do 5 each side. I'll program everything to fit in our 30-35 minute window. Try to keep this leg from coming up. And then I don't have a dumbbell, so I'm going to use a kettlebell, but just use a dumbbell, 8 to 12 pounds here. And what we'll do is we'll add that to this flow. It'll be just kind of a side oblique and core flow. We'll go here, elbow down. Here, we'll do 5 presses, 5 to 10, and I'll program the exact numbers, but just to, while you're watching this, try 5 to 10. When you're coming down, don't let the ribs come down, so keep that rectangle as we press. Let it back down. We'll come up. And we'll go to the other side, switch arms, coming here, letting the elbow down, 5 to 10 presses on this side. Not letting the ribs come down, keep our rectangle. And then we could do a hold at the top. And at the hold at the top, we'll do a hover and maybe a hinge back, but again, not moving the rectangle. So up and back. And this is only if we feel it in the back fibers of the leg, not the front. And it's only if we can not move the rectangle. If the rectangle breaks, come back out of it, find your rectangle again, then hover, come back. And again, aim for 3 to 5 breath holds there. If we're accessing posterior fibers on the back of the glute or side of the glute, not the front of the hip. The next motion, we'll go from here. We'll do our weighted hinges. So if you can, we'll tap the elbow, come back up. This is a dumbbell, not a kettlebell in this variation for you. Trying to keep the legs stuck to the ground. We'll do 5 8 to 12 pound weighted dumbbell hinges if the rectangle can keep. If not, again, we would pause this motion and just do it without weight. Keeping the rectangle, make sure we're breathing through the nose. Again, just follow this flow just to get a knack for the movements, and then look to programming for actual amounts of repetitions to do and how often.